Hello? There now follows an announcement on behalf of Aging Puffs. Hello there, my name's Barry. You may have been sent this video by a friend, by a colleague, or by somebody who just thought you'd said something stupid. If you have, listen up. Let's put a myth to bed, particularly a myth that affects the UK, the myth that the Stonewall riots had anything to do with gay rights in this country. It didn't. So stop talking about it. The Stonewall riots were an American occurrence, not an English one or a British one. No, they simply weren't. Marsha P. Johnson did not throw a stone, was not there, and was a gay man called Malcolm. Many young people seem to think that that's not true. Well, I suggest you go and look. But rather than go and look, you might perhaps like to hear some of the words of a gentleman who was there called Fred Sargent. Here is what Fred had to say. If you're looking for the links to it, you'll find it downstairs. Okay? Trans people played no meaningful part during the Stonewall riots. There were, at most, a dozen cross-dressers, out of 400 to 700 of us, who scattered when police reinforcements arrived. There were 0 woman-face actors involved in creating or organising Pride. The one cross-dressing group that communicated with us early in June of 1970 for the June 28th march, the Queen's Liberation Front, it was after all the 70s, made a $50 donation, told us how we were to spend it, falsely claimed that we were excluding them, we'd never heard of them up to that point, and made clear that they would have nothing to do with the work of organising and putting on the march. That correspondence still exists. The control issues of AGP transvestites activists like Virginia Prince, who at that time were excluding homosexuals from their groups, the same as they were in the UK, have always been with us. Our treasurer, Foster Gunnison, responded, setting the QLF leader straight. 3 years later, at Pride 1973, the author of the QLF letter, Lee Brewster, took to the stage to call lesbians bitches who owed his community. We put his donation in the pot and spent it as we pleased. This, as you can see here on my right-hand side, is that letter. Dear Mr. Gunnison, encloses our cheque in the amount of $50 donated by Friends of Queens for advertising in the Village Voice or the Straight Press. We make this stipulation because we feel that gay news media should donate free advertising space and therefore should be approached for the same. This is cross-dressers. Please keep us posted as to the activities planned. We at Queens are aware of your desires not to have us participate, but wish to say it is our cause as well as yours. We won't be able to come out in as large numbers due to your silence about answering inquiries and the fact that we don't have the time to publicise it. As Fred said, they'd never heard of these people. We are extremely busy setting up our organisation, which we hope to have in full swing by the first of the coming year. Therefore, we hope that you will use the donation to reach the people who will be unable to be advertised, who will be unable to by advertising in the straight news media. Thank you. Yours truly, Lee G. Brewster. That was a few cross-dressing queens. That's all it was. You've been sold a lie. If you're a young person in the UK, you've been sold a lie. If you want to know about your history, go and look up the history of a chap called Leo Abse, who helped to make sure that homosexuality was decriminalised in this country, and that was long before any of this happened. Don't willfully spread lies. That's all I ask you, and I'm sure Fred would ask you the same. Feel free to send this to a friend. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.